Session is conducted by the International Relations Unit of the Open University of Sri Lanka, and we invited two main resource persons to give you the information about this linked degree program. So this is a type of a new degree program in Sri Lanka. So the Open University stepped on to this process of linking their degrees with the overseas university, mainly to provide you with a spectrum of option for you to progress into the level that you want. When you looked at the current education sphere, higher education sphere in Sri Lanka, so you would see that there are many big type of degree programs. So the in state universities, mostly these degree programs are offered by that university itself. And in addition to that, we have the non-state higher education sector, where the degrees are offered sometimes by them, sometimes by the overseas universities. And in those degree programs, they are linked in a different manner. Some of them are in a sort of a franchise model. There are some linked degree programs as well. When you looked at the type of degrees which have linked or having the connection with the overseas universities, you would see they are mostly in the fields of management, the fields of engineering, fields of IT. However, if you even search, you may not be able to find the degree programs in the field of science that are linked with the overseas universities, even among the non-state education sector. So therefore, I think the Open University has took an initiative to fill this gap and avail the opportunity to Sri Lankan students who aspire to gain an overseas qualification, and also those who wants to study along in the fields which are not available in Sri Lanka. So let me show you the today's agenda. So actually the introduction was planned to be given by Professor Rohan Fernando, the Dean of the Faculty of Natural Sciences. He's still on the way. We have the main resource person today is Ms. Thanuja Raveendren. Sorry, there are two times her name is shown. And she's the Recruitment and the Partnership Advisor in Sri Lanka and the Mauritius. And she's luckily based in Colombo. And she's the one who's representing the University of Essex. And she addressed you, some of the participants, when you were coming for the orientation session. And then we have another partner with us. Actually, you all know about the commercial bank, and we know when there is this type of a relationship built up and the pathways open, so there is always, you know, that when you study in an overseas country like UK, so it involves a cost, and this cost needs to be bear up. And to bear up this cost, we know some of you may be able to, but some of you may need some type of a financial assistance. So we spoke to the commercial bank, and they came up with some proposals, and we accepted those things, and we are in the process of finalizing, and probably we may even develop it further. So we invited Mr. Gayan Wijesinghe, the product manager on personal loans from the retail products department of the Commercial Bank of Ceylon PLC for this event, so that if you have any issues about how to make arrangement with the financial systems, the financial requirements, so the resource is available. And also after these two sessions, you would be having the question and answer session. You can ask questions. You all know about this degree program, and we have a website in the Open University under the Faculty of Science. And if you visited to that website, you would get a lot of information. And you would see here, so we have linked up several BSc degree programs in the University of Essex with the BSc degree program in the Open University of Sri Lanka. And not only that, that BSc degree program is also linked with the some of the MSc programs in the Essex. So you would see that there are nearly 14 MSc degree programs. I am pretty sure it needs to be increased because there were some more to be added in here. And in case of BScs, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 BSc degree programs. So some of these things are not available in Sri Lanka. Therefore, these are opening up of new opportunities and prospects. So what is the advantage that you are going to get through this? Actually, it is not only the students, but also the university and the country as a whole going to benefit from this type of partnerships. So these partnerships, though it is at present open for one side, in time to come, we can open this up for the both sides, so that the students from the Open University can go and study there. At the same time, students from the University of Essex can come over here and follow some courses. So we are in the process of discussing those stages at this level. And also this type of a partnership would grant access for the students to get international qualifications, as I said, and usually that qualifications are quite costly, and this pathway make it easy so that you can earn this qualification at an affordable cost. Of course, you all know the first 2 years you are spending in the Open University is a bonus for you, and you are just paying a meager amount of money in comparison to what you are going to pay in Essex. And that's because the Open University is a state university, and most of the burden is bared up by the government. And and also another opportunity is, you study science in the Open University for 2 years, and during this period you would be able to understand actually what is the field you really need to specialize for or progress through. Therefore, I think this is a very good opportunity for you to make an informed decision. So let's say if you are making a decision soon after your A level and try and go overseas to study, so you may see that this is not the appropriate field. Maybe I want to shift from the biochemistry to the marine biology, or maybe shift to the another field. So it may be a sort of a hassle to do that. But here you are studying about the science, a spectrum of science. Now you have better experience, better information to make a good decision about your future, and that's with the minimum risk. So that's again another advantage that you are going to get. And the other thing is, when we are having this type of a partnership with the overseas university, so we can pool the resources, we can share the resources. So we are in the process of doing that type of looking for that type of opportunities for sharing. And also the universities would be able to enhance our outreach and also attract a new stratum of students who are not coming to the universities, because some of you, when we see some of your information that we analyzed, so you have come here, the Open University, mainly because you want to go through this pathway. And the other one is the high academic recognition of both universities is really helpful for you in your future career. Okay, so with that brief introduction, so I will hand over this floor to Ms. Thanuja Raveendren, so the Recruitment and Partnership Advisor, to present about, make the presentation on the link between the Open University of Sri Lanka and the University of Essex. And then we will move on to the next presentation, and then we will have the Q&A session. So it's over to you, Thanuja. I think you can share your slides.
Thank you very much, Dr. Prashad. Hello, everyone. You might as well have seen me somewhere around your orientation day, and some of you all might not know me. So I'm Thanuja Raveendren, the Recruitment and Partnership Advisor for South Asia team for University of Essex. And I am so proud to represent University of Essex and the link partnership that we have with one of the top state university in Sri Lanka, which is the Open University of Sri Lanka. So I would like to start diving into our presentation. So basically, I always start my slides and presentation with this brightest moment that we have with the university, which is from the Times Higher Education Award for University of the Year in 2018. And I do have an internet connection problem. Let me stop sharing for a while. All right. We do have 3 campuses, which is Colchester, Southend, and Loughton, and all are within easy reach of London, and which is with 6 airports within 2 hours of time. And we do have 3 main departments, including 21 sub-academic departments. So if you see Colchester and Southend campuses are in a very easiest access to central London, and which we'll be seeing in our next slide. Let me share it. So if you see the first slide as Colchester and Southend. So Colchester is a 200 acres of green parkland, which is a massive campus. This is the main campus, and Southend campus is our second main campus, which is situated 55 minutes away from London by train, and 1 hour away from London is Colchester. And these are the 2 main campuses where you will be studying. And Loughton campus is moreover like it is more focused on acting. So acting and theatre arts, stage management, performances management. And so these Colchester and Southend campus is where you will be studying your MSc and your BScs. So looking at our facts and figures of University of Essex, we are a top 40 university in the UK listed by the Complete Guide 2023. And according to the Complete Guide 2024 ranking, we are 32nd out of 135 universities in the UK, and we are also a top 25 in the UK for research quality, again by the Times and the Sunday Times Good University Guide in 2022, and we are also 76th in the global for impact ranking in 2022 in Times Higher Education, and we also maintain 88% of graduates from the university who are in employment and in further studies by the Graduate Outcomes 2023 ranking, and also survey that has been conducted within the university. And we do have our top 5 subjects listed in the UK's top 10 for research power, and which includes computer sciences, which is also linked with the Open University right now with the link partnership, which we have recently established. So we, as a university, we do give so many support services for a student, but why it is important for a student to know what are the support services you get from a university? It is very important to know that what you will be getting as a support from the university while you travel from a home country to an international country where you haven't migrated before. You could be an international student who haven't traveled before. You could be a student who was more attached to your family, friends, and to your home country, who is traveling for the very first time to a country like the United Kingdom. So you need support in mental and emotional health support. So this comes with confidential advice and support in counseling and nightline services, online mental health program as well. So we do have a welcome week in person and virtually. So students who ever have registered and admitted into our academic year for 2023 will have a virtual welcome week before even you step into the campus in person. And also, you will have a welcome week in person once you are arrived on campus and registered yourself under the International Self desk. And then we have safety and security. This is the most important part where we'll have to look into. This is especially for female students. So students like you know, when you are traveling from your home country to your to an international country, you will require security services, safety, and what is the guarantee. So we have something called Essex Police within the campus component. So you can reach out to the Essex police officers 24 hours into 7 days, face-to-face, over a telegram, over an email, over a message. They are readily available to help you with any kind of an emergency of security services that you require. And also we have student union. Our student union is a lot in campus. We already have 130 plus student unions within the campus. But if you don't see any union that you might have not come across, you can create your own union and register your student union and have your own union members to support your union and have events conducting within the campus. And to highlight on student union associations, we have a Sri Lankan Student Union Association, and we have an Instagram page for Sri Lankan Student Union for Essex, and we have a WhatsApp group for Student Union for Essex, which is only for Sri Lankan students. So all of the Sri Lankan students, whoever arrive on campus, we will welcome them in person, and your seniors, your peer colleagues, and your mentors will be able to welcome you on in person on campus as on behalf of the association. And we do have a general physician in case of any health emergency or testings or vaccinations, anything that you require. You can always reach out to the National Health Services, which is within the campus itself. And we do have a student union advice services, which comes with academic issues, housing, health and well-being, hate incident reporting or harassments. If you feel like you are being harassed or if you're having any hate incident reporting, these will be dealt with a full confidential reporting, like from 24 hours of reporting time, you will be actioned, and one of the counselor will be advising you what to be done and what has to be done. And if you have any academic issues like English language requirement or any kind of a skill writing requirement or any kind of a presentation skill writing or report writing or an assignment writing, you can always talk to the student union advisors. This is a one-on-one advice, and you can reach out to them. And health and well-being also, again, as per to the mental and emotional health support services, we do have a separate health services under the student union, and these are done in groups, and you can always reach out to them and stay fit and healthy and balancing your life between work and studies. So many of you all might have questions in what services do we have in employability, right? So simple as that, we have two things. First thing is skills for success. A second thing is a career center. So skills for success will completely focus on developing your professional and academic development. So these services will come in groups and workshops and individual. So if you lack in skills of academic developments and professional developments, this is where you have to reach out. And career center is all about part-time job on campus, off campus. So we will be giving you career services, and we have employability workshop, and we also have a virtual trading flow where you can be using it for computational finance technology projects, analytics, mathematics with analytics, and data analytics, etc., whichever have been linked with Open University. You have an equal opportunity to use the virtual trading flow for your projects, assignments, and also we have something called study pods and innovation booths for group working with your seniors and with your peer colleagues and with your mentors who have been assigned with you. And we also having networking opportunities with the visiting businesses. So this specifically I'll be looking in deep in my next slide. And we have something called languages for all. So we have several languages within the campus. If you think that learning an additional language will help you develop your skill, help you develop your professional representation, and it will be nice to learn a new language to work in a different country. You can choose one. It can be Mandarin, it can be Arabic, it can be French, it can be Finnish, it can be anything. In free of charge for a year, you can learn one more language, not a harm. You can always add it as a additional language, a skill to you. And last not but least, this is the main thing that I always say to the students. We have something called Big Essex Award. So this is the award that we give to students as a gaining of recognition for their extracurricular activities, which we record at their undergraduate, at their postgraduate level. And at 4 stages, we award them with a bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And this is to impress your future employers. And during your work at Essex, and during your studies, and during your sportings that you have committed, everything will be recorded by an individual counselor assigned to you. So as I told you, I wanted to dive into this particular employability opportunity by networking with businesses, which I referred on my previous slide. So knowledge transfer partnership. So knowledge transfer partnership is a UK innovative program assigned by Innovate UK program by the government. So we are #1 university in the UK for knowledge transfer partnership. So KTPs are assigned to and developed to help businesses to come up with new products, processes, services through knowledge technology that are being generated by the universities. So we have over 40 plus businesses partnered with us. So these businesses reach out to us to get more knowledge from the students regarding generating a new product, new process, new service, new technology, new project knowledge, so that they are able to bring it to the economic of the UK. So importantly, they also offer access to funding grants from the Innovate UK, and UK's innovation agency is also part of UK Research and Innovation. So you can search on a domain or a Google or a Chrome where you will be able to see and read more about knowledge transfer partnership and Innovate UK program, and which also opens gate for students to work with these companies and to be rewarded with some funds. And also you can work along with your lecturers on these projects and engage yourself, and this will be also recognized at your awards, Essex Award. So moving into my next slide, this has to be a biggest question for you all. So what is your future when you join with Essex? So, and what is your future in the UK? So post-COVID and Brexit, once the students have this question, I always wanted to tell them that there are so many programs that has been catered within Essex to face these demands within the job market for these particular programs, like finance technology and data analytics, artificial intelligence, robotics, gaming, and data sciences, big data, and biotechnology. So these are the jobs which are in very high demand, and luckily we have linked this with Open University, and which is open for y'all. And if y'all are looking to migrate and study in the UK with Essex, and you will be catered and you will be designed to meet the demand in the job market, and where you will have a brighter future in the near job market that has been open for these particular positions. So I really have to mark that we are truly international. So we already have over 140 plus countries within the university, and we celebrated recently the One World at Essex, and we have more than 21.5% coming from overseas, and you have a huge diversity, huge exposure, and you can represent your country in the classroom by sharing your knowledge to the classroom and adding value to the classrooms that you are representing your country, and you have more knowledge to be gained from the other country peer students coming from different other nations and nationals. So this gives you opportunity to mingle, and this gives you the opportunity to collaborate and study together, so that it gives you more advantage and it adds more value to your knowledge. So looking at the subjects linked with the Open University of Sri Lanka, Dr. Prashad also showed it to you all before, but then I have to do it on a depth. So the picture that you're seeing on the screen is a 6th-floor library at Essex, and this is where you will be looking at archives from your seniors, from the alumni on research and innovation programs, and so many other books and reading materials, journals and articles, where you will be having the access to this library 24/7. So speaking about that, I'll be moving to the programs which is linked with our science and health faculty. So we have 3 main departments: Department of Life Sciences, Department of Computer Sciences, Department of Mathematics, Data Sciences. So under the Life Sciences, we'll be looking at BSc programs: Biochemistry, Biological Sciences, Ecology and Environmental Biology, Genetics and Human Biology and Marine Biology. And under the Computer Sciences department, we have 2 programs: Computer Sciences and Computer Games. And under the Department of Mathematics and Data Sciences, we are looking at Data Sciences Analytics and Mathematics with Physics. So these are like catered to be very specialized, very specific programs. So whichever the pathway that you have chosen to choose your career path, you can choose your specialization. It could be biotechnology, it can be human biology, it could be marine biologist. You can be, if you wanted to become a gamer, you can choose computer games. And if you wanted to be a mathematician, you can always go for BSc Mathematics with Physics. And if you wanted to be a data analyst and to read the data sciences, we have something called Data Sciences and Analytics. All of these programs are specialized and specifically available for career pathways from the BSc level. So what is the academic entry criteria to these programs that we saw at the previous slide? So we do have 2 progression pathway. So the first progression pathway is 2D+2, which is the 2 years of a diploma. So completion of a 2-year of a diploma at Open University with 60 credits and overall of a GPA with 3 point and a merit pass will be considered for an entry of 2nd year at the bachelor's program at Essex. And a 2+2, so a completion of your first 2 years from your 4-year of a BSc special degree at Open University with an overall score of 3 point, you can apply to enter the 2nd year at bachelor's for at any of the programs which we have linked at Essex. So that these are the 2 progression pathways you will be eligible. So make sure that you meet a 3 overall of 3 GPA, whether you are a 2+2 or a 2D+2. You have to meet a GPA of 3 point for an application process to be considered for a 2nd year at Essex. So this is for a postgraduate student looking for a postgraduate opening. So if the Department of Life Sciences and Department of Computer Sciences, we do have loads and loads of specialization programs. So as you can see, we have MSc Biotechnology, Cancer Biology, Health Genomics, Molecular Medicine, and Tropical Marine Biology, which has a connection to the BSc that you would like to choose as well as a continuation, as a specialization at your PG level. And looking at Computer Sciences department, we have MSc in Advanced Computer Sciences, Algorithmic Trading, Artificial Intelligence, Big Data and Text Analysis, and computational finance, computer engineering, computer games, and computer networks and security, finance technology, and intelligent system and robotics. So anyone who wants to go for a PG level, so you will be looking at a progression pathway called 3+1. So a successful completion of 3 years of your 4-year bachelor's degree at Open University will be considered for an entry of 1st year at master's program for the programs that are linked with Essex. So completion of your first 3 years out of your 4 years of your special degree with the overall GPA of 3 is compulsory for us to consider and admit you to our schools of Department of Life Sciences and Computer Sciences. So moving in, how to apply? So we do have two ways of applying to us. For undergraduate students, we do recommend you all to apply directly through to us, not through UCAS. So this is the link, essex.ac.uk/direct. So this is where you will be able to do your application. If you have any problems in doing your application, you can always reach out to me. I will be able to share you my contact and email ID where you'll be able to reach out to me and get a service from me for your application processes on how to apply to us. And for master's students, pretty very simple. We do have master's applications within the Essex website as to the undergraduate degree. So you can start applying with these particular documents and the documents that is required for application. So you have to have these sets of documents in order to apply through the links that I showed before. So you need a passport copy. All of these needs to be colored scan copies, your originals. So A-level, O-level results and your academic transcripts and your undergraduate final certificate. And you need 2 academic letter of recommendations. It has to be from your academics of your department who will be writing about your performances. And you have to have a well-written statement of purpose, and which is available on our Essex website, how to write a statement of purpose. And also you can reach out to me to check on your SOP and also to check how to write it. And you have to have your CV up to date with highlights on your academic history. If you have publication, if you have any research work, if you have any professional achievements or any awards at the university, or if you have any work experience, everything has to be highlighted on your CV, which we will be looking at your overall profile. So looking at our accommodations, I know many of you all might as well have this question in your mind, like what kind of opportunities you have that to be stayed on campus. We have plenty of accommodation facilities as per to your budget, starting from £260 to £105 per week. So South Courts and the Towers and the Meadows and Wolfson Court. So you have lots and lots of, these are like very few I have shown. So you have lots and lots of options as per your budget. If you need a single house or you need a shared flat, you can choose according to your budget, which is available within campus, within 20 to 5 minutes of walking distance. So as you saw, the campus is about 200 acres of parkland, which has accommodation, which has theaters, which has cafes, restaurants, all run by students. You can part-timely work by reaching out to our careers department. And all of this will reduce your transportation cost and also your cost of traveling between campus and your off-campus accommodation. Rather, you can choose a non-campus accommodation, which gives you 24 hours of security. So, what are the intake times and deadlines looking like? So our main intake is October. We are open for undergraduate students and for our postgraduate students, all the programs. And in January, we only have opened it for postgraduate students, available with very few programs. And the deadline for master's application for October 2023 is closed right now. Unfortunately, we had to close it because our capacity is full for the year. And for undergraduate application, it's still open. If you're looking to apply to us, you can always apply through our clearing stage, which is the application is available on the website. And you can reach out to me for help on applying to our undergraduate for October 2023. And we have an application deadline for January, which is not yet confirmed, but the January 2024 is open right now. So you can start applying if you are a student looking for a postgraduate 1 year at Essex after 3 years of a completion at Open University. So the January intake, we have 2 specific programs, which is only linked under our School of Computer Sciences and Electronic with Open University, which is the MSc Artificial Intelligence, and which is and then other one is MSc Artificial Intelligence and its application, which is the conversion program. Any student who don't have a specific work experience under AI, or if their core component is not an AI, you can apply to this conversion program, which we accept you from a different background, applying for artificial intelligence with the core component of computing as your BSc. So English test requirement, fortunate news is that we accept the medium of instruction letter from Open University to waive off your English test requirement. So you will have to have a medium of instruction letter that specifies the 3 years of a study was in English, or your 2 years of a diploma was in English, or your 2 years of your first BSc was in English. It has to be mentioned clearly on your letter, which needs to be given to us at the point of your application for us to consider you for a waiver. And also this particular waiver will be given to students who are currently studying at Open University within the last 5 years, which is 2018 till 2023, for 5 years of time. And if a student has been requested by the university to provide an English test by a chance of to prove the English requirement, it happens rarely. But if the university is requesting you to provide, the test that you will have to take is the IELTS, an academic, a UKVI or a non-UKVI with an overall score of 6 points. Each band score with 5.5, and Pearson test of English, which requires a 50 overall with a minimum component score of 42. So if you're only requested, you will have to provide. If you're not being requested, which means you have been waived off at the point of your application. So fees and fundings. Many of you all are not aware of the fees and fundings, but here I'm giving an information as in overall of round figures. But on our website, if you're looking into a specific program, let's say you're looking at a BSc Mathematics with Physics, the particular program fees would be different from another program. So it is always recommended for students to visit our website, which is the essex.ac.uk, to find out the fees and fundings which is available on website itself. So the fees usually ranges between from £19,000 to £20,000 per academic year. It is according to the 2023-2024 academic year. It is subject to change. And undergraduate students, you can also pay your fees in installment basis on a breakdown. So it is into 3 semesters. Your first semester should be October, your second semester will be in January, and your third semester will be in April. So you can divide your total cost of per year tuition fee into 3, and you can pay it in 3 semester fees. And for postgraduate students, we have fees from £21,350. And it is the same. It is not same for all department subjects. It differs from subject to subject. It can start from £20,000. It can be 21. For some, it could be even 23. But these fees are available on our website. So I recommend you all to go to our website and to see the specific programs, fees and fundings, which is mentioned on the website itself. And we do have an academic excellence national master scholarship scheme, which offers £3,000 to £5,000 of a discount for higher achievers. So this particular scholarship is based on your academic merit that you have got on your BSc. So you will have up till £5,000. If you are having a GPA about 3.25 and above, you will be eligible for a £5,000. And if you are a GPA above 3 point, you will be eligible for a £3,000, and which will reduce your total cost of postgraduate drastically up till £15,000 to £16,000. And looking at a visa and immigration, so I just wanted to have a touch bases on this so that you all have an idea of how to apply for a visa. So basically, this stage comes only after you apply and you have got your offer and you have accepted the offer and you've made a deposit payment of £2,000 in order to secure your place at Essex. And then you apply for a student visa. So your visa will be linked to your institution, to the institution, which is Essex, and the course name on the visa letter will be mentioned. And the cost will be £348, which will also incur an immigration health surcharge. And you will need to apply for a permission under the student rules, which will require a CAS. What is a CAS? A confirmation acceptance for studies. This is an electronic statement which will be generated only after you make a deposit payment of £2,000 for your offer to confirm that you will be studying with Essex as your first choice. And this CAS is important for you to apply for a visa. And you can then make your visa through the UK government website, and I will be always there to help you and advise you on this. And in order to get your visa, we require the student to meet 70 points. So how do you get these 70 points? So your confirmation of acceptance of studies plus your course level will be a sum of 50 points. And fundings is your finances, how much of finances you have at your bank is 10 points. And English proficiency like IELTS or a PTE, if it is waived off, you will get a 10 points. So addition to 2 tens from fundings and English proficiency, it will add up to 70 points. So this will give you a student visa grant to migrate to UK and study at Essex. So your financial evidence for your visa, how much you have to show. So this is just an example. So it is always based on your financial thesis, which is mentioned on your CAS, as I told you on that electronic statement. So you need to show a maintenance of 9 months expenses. So basically your first year tuition fee, let's say, for example, you have applied for a postgraduate study after your 3-year study at Open University. So your postgraduate is at a cost of £18,000, which is a 12 months course or program, right? So this 18,000 plus 9 months into £1,015, right? Per month for a per student per head. £1,015 is the expenses for a student to live outside London. So Colchester is outside London. So you fall into the category of £9,135 per year is the cost that you have to show at your bank for your expenses, and 18,000 as your tuition fees. And if you had paid your tuition fees, like let's say 50%, or you have paid the total amount to the university itself, then you only have to show the expenses. If not, you have to show the tuition fee after the scholarship, after the deduction of the prior amount you have paid to the university earlier. So all of this has to be added and shown in your account for the last 28 days. So if you have any questions, you can always let me know and put it onto the chat box so that we can take it later on. And this is my contact details, and I am available on WhatsApp. And this is my WhatsApp number, and I am available for emails as well. So you can always drop me a message or an email for any further questions or for a further consultation. I'll be more than happy to help you all. And Dr. Prashad, I think I have completed the sessions with you.
Yes, Thanuja, thank you very much. I think it gives a overview about the Essex studies, and also it led to solve a lot of problems. However, if you still have problems, you can contact her as well as the International Relations Unit. However, before going to the next event, I would like to cordially invite Professor Rohan Fernando, the Dean of the Faculty of Natural Sciences.
Thank you very much, Dr. Prasad Senadira, Director IRU, also a member of our Faculty of Natural Sciences. And welcome to the Mrs. Thanuja Raveendren and Mr. Gayan Wijesinghe and all of my dear students. Actually, I'm really happy to tell you that we have initiated that kind of progressive link toward with the University Essex. It's a very good move that I am proud to say that when you think about our 17 state universities, this is the first time that state universities will have such kind of affiliation. It is, I think we are very happy to have these things here. And I think Ms. Thanuja has explained about that the pathway and fee structure and everything, what I can do in my side is actually, if you can start your career from the level 3 onward in the at the Faculty of Natural Sciences in the Open University Sri Lanka, you have to keep in your mind about your target, right? Either after level 4 or level 5, right? You can join with the University Essex. Now that Thanuja has explained about the what is the requirement in order to get some certain benefit, right? Discount or whatever that scholarship scheme. And what I really want all of you who just want to join with the Essex, start with the good grades from the level 3 onward. You have to work very hard, right? It is not that difficult because a lot of people have obtained last time. There were 6 first classes and 21 upper classes and 40 lower category, right? That means all of these 70 students have obtained more than 3 GPA, right? Now that is it's realized to you that it is not that difficult task to get the GPA higher than 3, right? If you are getting the more and more GPA, and then you will get the more and more financial benefit from the University of Essex. That is the one that you want to, you are getting that some certain things. And then we have already relaxed the IELT requirement, and that is already Dr. Prasad has informed you, right? That's why the reason you are getting here. And I can tell you in the last year, there was that our best top got the 3.90 out of 4.00. That means the person, that lady, has completed the particular degree in 3 years' time, 3 complete academic years. I think this is possible. And then I think if you have courage and you have a willingness to go with that higher path, I think we are always there to help you, right? Always there to help you. I hope that Faculty of Natural Sciences is now one of the very active faculty, and a lot of people are believe that we are going in the right way, and then having the examination in the correct time, right? The time that we are giving you in the very first day of your university life, we will complete the academic year at the scheduled time. That is very important thing that I want to tell you, that I am assure you that all of these schedules will be in real, right? Will not be in anything, any postponement, any postponement, nothing, right? We will try our best to complete everything within that stipulated activity period, right? That's all I want to tell. That I hope that you will complete the level 3 and 4, sometime maybe level 4 with successful manner, and then you will be able to join with the University Essex with that condition. Thank you very much, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you very much, Professor Rohan, for your inspirational words. And it's as he said, it is the first time the state university sector open up this type of a link in the undergraduate studies. Not only that, if you look at the private sector as well, there are no this type of a partnership for the science. With that, I think now when we looked at the last part of the Ms. Thanuja's presentation, all of you would be wondering how we are going to bridge this gap of financial requirement. So we have made the pathway for that. Though it's look as if a big target, it is not. There are ways to bridge. So ways to meet those requirements. So may I kindly cordially invite Mr. Gayan Wijesinghe, the product manager, who has been with us communicating through the email extensively on developing this the package, and actually we started that by writing directly to the chairman of the commercial bank, and the chairman is the Professor Jayasena, an academic, so he directed our communication to this product, the retail products department. So they developed this product and they gave it to us, and this is still we are in the process of negotiations. So I think it's available as it is now. So Mr. Gayan can explain about it. So you can share screen if you want, Gayan.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I'll share my screen. So the next session would be on a brief introduction about the special education loan package designed for the OUS students, those who wish to enroll with the University of Essex for their higher education. As mentioned by Dr. Senadira, we are from Commercial Bank. To introduce myself, I am Gayan Wijesinghe, Product Manager, Personal Loans of Commercial Bank. So before moving through the presentation, on behalf of Commercial Bank, I would like to thank Professor Tilakaratne, the Vice Chancellor of OUSL, and Professor Rohan Fernando, the Dean of the Faculty, and Dr. Prasad Senadira, the Director of International Relations of OUSL, and the rest of the teammates of International Relations Unit for Commercial Bank to partner with OUSL to offer an education loan for this very special education, higher education scheme. So this is a brief overview of Commercial Bank. Being the best bank in Sri Lanka, we have been awarded many local and international awards over the years. So if I list few, we have been ranked in top 1,000 banks of the world for 12 consecutive years, and Bank of the Year awarded by the Banker magazine UK for the 12th time. Best Bank in Sri Lanka awarded by Global Finance magazine USA for the 21st time. Best Bank in Sri Lanka awarded by Finance Asia magazine UK for the 12th time, and many more in the list. And more importantly, we are serving for more than 3.5 million Sri Lankans to fulfill their financial requirements. Then we will move to our main topic on the special education loan package. This package is mainly designed for the students, those who wish to enroll with University of Essex to complete their master's and bachelor's degrees. So I'll go through one by one these product features. So first, the tenure of this loan facility would be 5 years, and the amount of the loan, it would be 10 million rupees, subject to 75% of the total course fee and the repayment capacity of the respective borrower. So I'm sure this amount is quite suffice to cover the course fee, which was explained by the previous presenter. The next feature, the grace period of this loan scheme. To give a more clarity on the grace period, you all know when a bank grant a loan facility for a customer, from the next month onwards, particular borrower has to settle a capital portion of the loan along with the applicable interest. But in this loan scheme, as a special consideration, we allow the borrowers to pay only the interest portion of the loan during the study period, and the capital payments to be commenced once the study period is over. It is a very special feature we have introduced to this scheme. So for the master's degrees, this grace period would be 1 year, and for the bachelor's degree, the grace period, it would be 2 years. Then the most important factor, the interest rate applicable for the loan scheme. Once again, as a very special consideration, we have obtained approval for a 2% interest rate reduction from the published rates for this loan scheme. Accordingly, for a facility of 3 years, the applicable interest rate would be 17% per annum, and for a facility of 5 years, it would be 18%. Then the interest payable. In fact, during our initial discussions with Dr. Senadira, we made to understand that students, they do not need to pay for the university at once. So according to that, we have structured our loan facility, and the borrowers have to pay interest only for the amount disbursed, but not for the total loan amount. On, then the security aspect of this loan scheme. So as the security for this loan facility, commercial bank requires a property mortgage. Then the eligibility criterion for this loan scheme, since you all migrating to UK to Essex University under student visa, you have to apply for this loan scheme jointly with an eligible co-borrower. So either permanent employee of a reputed organization in Sri Lanka, or self-employed professional or a businessman can be a co-borrower. So for a permanent employees, their net salary should be more than 100,000 with a minimum service of 1 year for the eligibility. When it comes to self-employed professionals, they should qualify in their field of profession. And if the co-borrower is a businessman, particular party should be a commercial bank current account holder with a credit turnover above 1 million rupees for last 6 months. That is on our first loan package. And in addition to this loan scheme, we have, as mentioned by Dr. Senadira, we have introduced a special package for the local studies as well. So I'll go through the features of this local loan package as well. So once again, the tenure of the loan facility would be 5 years, and here also we have allowed the grace period of 2 years to serve interest, and thereafter students can start capital repayments. Here the loan amount would be maximum of 500,000, and it is also subject to 75% of the course fee. Not like in previous scheme, here the security would be only a personal guarantee. And the interest rate, once again, we have granted a 2% interest rate reduction from published rates. So the interest rate applicable for a 3-year facility, here it would be 18%, and for a 5-year facility, it would be 19%. Once again, interest payable, interest will be charged only for the amount disbursed, not for the total loan amount. Eligibility, I explained in the previous scheme. So here also the eligibility criterion would be the same. So that is on our special loan package. I hope you all got a clear understanding of the product. If you have any unclear areas, you can now get clarifications from us, or else I have mentioned my contact details in the slide. Hope you all can see to get any information on these loan packages. So before conclude our session, I would like to wish you all the very best for your engagements with Essex University, and from Commercial Bank, we are very much happy to assist you for your financial requirements. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gayan. I really appreciate your comprehensive description on your loan schemes. That's really helpful for us to know more details about that. So we are now coming on to the last section. That's about the questions, that session. So you can ask question in any language. Would you be able to explain the scholarships there is a
Yes.
percentage deduction to the Open University
Yes.
students you're granting.
Right. So, so students who ever are applying for our undergraduate program, so basically we are still in a negotiation of a 10% discount. So whoever are applying through the link agreement will be applicable for a 10% discount for your total course fee. And also for students whoever are applying for the postgraduate program, so we do have scholarship up to £5,000, and students who are not eligible for a scholarship will be automatically considered for a 10% discount. So as the financial assistance to join Essex. So this particular scholarship that we have, which is the Academic Excellence for Master's Scholarship, between £3,000 to £5,000, will be only considered on basis of academic excellences. So students will have to have a GPA above 3.25, which will make you all achieve a £5,000 as a higher scholarship, and the ones with 3 point and above GPA will be eligible for a £3,000 of a scholarship, which will bring down fees as up till 16,000 to 17 to 18,000 pounds.
The question is, could I know about physics degree conducted by Essex University and its course content?
Yes, so basically we don't have a specific physics degree, but then the physics is as combined under our School of Mathematics. So it is a BSc Mathematics plus Physics. So if you would like to see our course content, you will be easily able to access the course directory within our website, which is way more easier to access. And it is not as specific to physics, but it is a combination with mathematics.
University එකට යන්න පුළුවන් USL එකේ degree complete කරපු අයටද?
Degree එක complete කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවනි පළවෙනි අවුරුදු දෙක. ඒ කියන්නේ level 4 ඉවරුණාට පස්සේ Essex University එකේ degree program එකට join වෙන්න. ඒක එක අවස්ථාවක්. ඊළඟ අවස්ථාව තමයි ඔගොල්ලෝ special degree එකක් කරනවා නම් level 5 එක ඉවරුණාට පස්සේ කෙලින්ම සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන් masters degree program වලට. Thanuja, would you be able to elaborate the type of job opportunities for the human biology degree?
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, the demand for biology is extremely high in UK. And as per to the National Health Services, you would be able to see it on our website itself, the listed specific positions for human biology. And as for like Dr. Nick, I think the previous time when he visited Open University also, he mentioned that there are so many students who join human biology, they are able to move into either to be even a nurse or even to be a medical officer, even to be into different other positions. But on specifically, if I'm to say onto the careers, on our website itself, we have a listed positions very specifically for each programs, so that you will be able to see it on our website.
Okay, thank you very much, Thanuja, for your explanation. Right, so I think it seems that there are no more questions, so we will then wind up the session. Thank you very much, Ms. Thanuja Raveendren, for enlightening our students about the pathways that we are having through this linked degree program, as well as the related aspects like the visa and all. I think your presence in Colombo is really a blessing for our students, so they can contact you directly and get the necessary advices to plan your career ahead through the Essex University. And I must thank Mr. Gayan Wijesinghe, as well as I saw that Mr. Dushmanta Jayasuri also joining. So the both from the retail product department, the product manager and the chief manager. So they were extending enormous support for us. I think having this type of a loan scheme benefit not only this linked program, but also for other linked programs in the Open University. So your partnership with us is really valued, and your time that you spend here is really valued as well here. And also I must thank Professor Rohan Fernando. I think he is not here. So thank you very much for facilitating us and also giving the inspiration to the students. I think we can plan for a new journey in the Faculty of Natural Sciences through this partnership. And also I must thank Ms. Chandi Pereira, the Assistant Director of the International Relations Unit, as well as Dr. Ishani Gunasekara and Ms. Yasora Pereira, who are behind all these success stories and taking enormous burden in carrying out all these affairs in the International Relations Unit. So thank you very much, and I wish you good night.